Hello, this is Kevin again. He's been my student the last two teaches, so we're going to teach him how to play triangle and tambourine this time. Everyone thinks that triangle is really simple, and I did too. I thought it was just hold it up and ding. That's it. No, but apparently there's a lot more to it, and I'm going to explain how. This is your standard triangle that you'll see in most high school and middle schools. There's two types of triangles that will work just for general purposes, and that is a 6-inch triangle and an 8-inch triangle. This is a 6-inch triangle. And first off, we're going to start off by the way we hold it. First, you make a flat C in your hand like this. Can you go ahead and do that? Exactly like this. And then you put the little hanger right there, so that way you still have a C in your hand. And you hold it at just about eye level. That way the audience can clearly see the triangle and hear it. Because if you play it down here, they may still hear it, but it won't be as clear if they can see the instrument as it's being struck. So we go ahead and demonstrate the proper holding position for me. Remember, first step is to make a C. Yep. And then eye level. All right, a little bit higher than that, just a tad bit. Yeah, it's a little weird to balance. Cool, pretty good. And the reason why we make a C like that is so that way whenever we strike the instrument, if we have to quickly dampen it, we can.
Okay.
Instead of like if we weren't making a C, if we were doing it with like 2 fingers, it'd take a longer time to try to dampen that. But yeah, so the next thing we're going to talk about triangle is how to hold the beater. Since you're my snare drum student, you remember how to hold a snare drum stick, right?
Yes.
You basically do that on this, except the back fingers will not be really that engaged. It's almost gonna be like striking with barely any force at all. So back fingers are not engaged, and you just excuse me, I was dampening that, but you just should be able to let it ring out very well. So can you go ahead and try to see if I can show me that you're holding the stick a little properly? Put it up on the screen, please. And like, kind of wanted that like a little bit of a downward angle like that. That way, whenever you're striking it, you're not striking it vertical because it sounds really weird like that. A little bit of a downward angle. Good. Yeah, the back finger is slightly engaged, but not really like forcing it. It's really graceful the way you strike this instrument.
Okay.
Okay. And the next thing about a triangle is the beating spot. The beating spot on a triangle is right about here. Right about where that angle connects right there.
Okay.
Right about there, and you want to aim for that same spot every time. So, just watch me, and then I'll let you hit it. Go ahead and try one. A little higher. Right about eye level. Yeah, it's weird.
It's this way, that way.
Yeah, you can face right there. It's fine. Just be able to see it. Pretty good. Actually, try it again. Not bad. Make sure to get your pointer and thumb right about there on the stick. So that way it's hitting not necessarily right there on the brass, but a little more towards the tip of the brass. Dang near perfect. Alright, we're going to go into a playing assignment. Could you please turn on that metronome for me and I'll demonstrate the playing assignment? We're going to be playing the first 2 measures of line 1 on page 57. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Oh, excuse me, I missed. 1, 2, ready. Pretty simple, right? Just 2 half notes, 2 quarters, and a half. The main thing is you're going to try to aim for the exact same spot, because if you miss the same spot on the triangle, like if I hit right there and then there's an entirely different set of overtones. Let's go ahead and give it a try, and just I'll count you off, and then you'll get going. Alright, and 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. get that one more run. You kind of rushed that last quarter note, but other than that, it was really good. Try again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Good job. All right, let's turn off this. So that's triangle. Not really too difficult, but not as simple as everyone thinks it is. Next, we're going to go on to tambourine. Let me go ahead and turn the page. I don't know about you growing up, but whenever I was growing up, I would always just see tambourines like little half ones that people would hit at like concerts and stuff and be stupid. Yeah. But this is a concert tambourine, and first of all, we're going to start by how you hold this. You hold this, you can go ahead and put your middle finger through this hole right here like I do. Okay. Put your thumb right about where that logo is right here. And you're going to hold it right, not up here, not out here, not straight flat down. Right about here at about a little bit of a 45-degree angle. And the way you strike the instrument is like with a little chicken peck with like these two fingers or even three. These two fingers and thumb and... And the reason, see, I had my thumb off the head, and you heard a really like drum sounding head thing. But if you have your thumb on the head with a little bit of pressure, it kind of takes away some of that dull drum sounding of it. And the way to go from soft to loud on this is just simply take away the number of fingers. So like chicken peck with just piano for one pointer and index. Then add one. And use your knuckles to do the loudest as possible. Okay. And the way we do, you always start a roll, by the way, with a strike. So there's two types of rolls, and the first one is a shake and roll. And then there's which I'm not very good at, but it's a friction roll. And if there's more beeswax on this, I think I could do it. But you drag your thumb across the head, and it's theoretically supposed to roll. I'm awful at it, and I understand. But you always start a roll with a strike, so, and you end it with a strike. But we're not going to be doing any rolls today. We're going to be working on measures 1 and 2 of the first line on page 62. That'll simply go as make sure to get the dynamic contrast in there. But first, demonstrate the correct holding position for me, and then just take a couple practice strikes. Yeah, a little bit higher at about the 45-degree angle, tilted. It's pretty good. And then give me a couple practice strikes. Pretty good. Not bad. All right, let's go ahead and try line 1 with the metronome, and you're just going to loop it for a while. Make sure to get the dynamic contrast in there with the fingers.
Measure 1?
All right, yeah. Line 1, measures 1 and 2 on loop. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3. One more time. All right, good job, Kevin. That's tambourine and triangle. Those are the basics of accessory percussion playing. If you do want to learn how to play more, contact Chris Bedell. He's better than me. Anyways, thanks, man, and hope you learned a little bit.